Have you heard about the new foreign trade policy 2023? Do you have any idea foreign trade policy में होता क्या है? कौन से रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस फॉरेन ट्रेड पॉलिसी में बताए जाते हैं और फॉरेन ट्रेड पॉलिसी किसके लिए यूज़फुल होती है? ये सब जानकारी के लिए प्लीज़ हैव अ लुक एट दिस इंटायर डिटेल पावर पॉइंट प्रेजेंटेशन एंड इट्स एक्सप्लेनेशन, जिसमें मैं आपके साथ स्टेप बाय स्टेप न्यू फॉरेन ट्रेड पॉलिसी जो 31 मार्च 2023 को लॉन्च हुई उसकी डिटेल में इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड करने वाली हूँ। अगर हम बात करें तो ये नई फॉरेन ट्रेड पॉलिसी में गवर्नमेंट का ये फोकस है, जिसमें गवर्नमेंट ने रेमिशन ऑफ ड्यूटीज़ के ऊपर ज़्यादा फोकस किया है। इंसेंटिव स्कीम्स जो पहले पुराने थे वो कुछ कुछ कंटिन्यू किए हैं। देयर आर सर्टेन बिजनेसेस जिसको बूस्ट करने के लिए गवर्नमेंट ने स्पेशली फोकस्ड स्कीम लॉन्च की है, लाइक फॉर ई कॉमर्स। स्टेटस होल्डर एक्सपोर्टर्स की जो लिमिट थी वो कम कर दी गई है। स्कोमेट की नई पॉलिसी लॉन्च की हुई है जिसके थ्रू केमिकल प्रोडक्ट का एक्सपोर्ट में क्लैरिटी ज़्यादा आने वाली है। लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, गवर्नमेंट का वन डिस्ट्रिक्ट वन प्रोडक्ट के ऊपर काफ़ी ज़्यादा फोकस है, जिसमें उन्होंने कुछ कुछ डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स की प्रोडक्ट्स को एक्सपोर्ट बूस्ट करने के लिए नए इनिशिएटिव्स लिए हैं। So come and let's have a look at this entire presentation and understand foreign trade policy 23 कैसे as an exporter और importer आपको useful हो सकती है।
For latest updates, subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon.
So now let's understand about Foreign Trade Policy 23. It was launched on 31st March 23 and we will follow this entire foreign trade policy for upcoming years. So if we talk about the dynamic of this new foreign trade policy, गवर्नमेंट ने पहले के एफटीपी में 5 years के ब्रैकेट्स दिए हुए थे जो 5 years के बाद रीन्यू होने वाले थे, बट दिस टाइम दे हैव फोकस के ये फॉरेन ट्रेड पॉलिसी में व्हेन एंड देन दे फील दे विल डू चेंजेस. So yes, this will be the flow of the presentation. We'll understand first about Indian economy and trade scenario, then background about FTP 2015 जो अभी एक्सपायर हो चुकी है. प्रोग्रेस मोड हम समझेंगे, न्यू फॉरेन ट्रेड पॉलिसी के की हाइलाइट्स एंड इंट्रोडक्शन, एंड फाइनली विल डिस्कस वे फॉरवर्ड. सो येस, इंडिया के माइक्रो इकोनॉमिक फैक्टर्स अगर हम देखें तो ड्यू टू दिस कंटिन्यूस एफर्ट्स ऑफ गवर्नमेंट, इंडियाज एक्सपोर्ट हैज़ बीन इंक्रीज्ड एंड रिसेंटली अगर हम देखें तो फाइनेंशियल ईयर 23 में इंडियाज एक्सपोर्ट रीच टू $760 billion, विच इज़ अ ह्यूज अमाउंट. So India is now the world's fifth largest economy and we will be soon become the top 3 countries in the world. Now let's understand IMF ka projection about India's growth. So yes, IMF is projecting that India is continuously growing, will grow and it will grow on a faster pace. So now let's understand the background of new FTP 23. प्रीवियस फॉरेन ट्रेड पॉलिसी में क्या था? सो प्रीवियस फॉरेन ट्रेड पॉलिसी 2015-2020 में लॉन्च हुई and it was supposed to get renewal by 2020, but due to COVID-19 situation that foreign trade policy didn't get renewal, and till 23 it was the same foreign trade policy we were following. Yes, in between GST ये foreign trade policy में introduce हुआ था जुलाई 2017 में. Some amendments happened, but total new revised FTP didn't come and it came on 31st March 23 only. With the help of FTP 2015-20, काफ़ी सारे इनिशिएटिव्स गवर्नमेंट ने लिए थे इलेक्ट्रॉनिक पार्क के थ्रू, ई मोड्स के थ्रू काफ़ी सारे सर्टिफिकेट्स एंड डॉक्यूमेंटेशन के प्रोसीजर स्टार्ट होने लगी. अर्लियर एक्सपोर्टर्स आर सपोज टू गो टू चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स टू अवेल सर्टिफिकेट ऑफ ओरिजिन, मे बी they were going to DGFT office to get IEC code, but now things have become online. So during the year 2015-20, all those protocols and procedure became online. So life of exporters and importers became very easy due to online mode. So yes, exporters can also avail RCMC, which is registration cum membership certificate from Export Promotion Council. That is also online. So yes, through online database lot of initiatives की वजह से incentive schemes भी अगर आपको claim करनी है तो वो भी आप online ले सकते थे. So yes, 2015 में काफ़ी सारे नए approaches के through India's export business को काफ़ी smooth growth मिला. So yes, so on again this is policy related to import monitoring. If you want to do import of steel or maybe coal or paper or chips, all to all those category of product, there were some initiatives which government took. So now let's talk about FTP 2023 and its background. So FTP 2023 is, continuously the government of India is trying to make the export business as simple as possible. So some changes they did in previous FTP and some new policies they have introduced and some old incentives are still there as a part of a new FTP 23. So these are four basic approaches of new FTP 23. So instead of incentive, now focus is on remission. So earlier, there were some schemes like TMA or maybe some direct incentives were given to a special category of exporters has converted to remission. Export promotion through collaboration of exporters, states and district and Indian missions has more focus in this FTP 23. Ease of doing business के लिए गवर्नमेंट ने काफ़ी सारे इनिशिएटिव्स लिए हैं so that you can reduce transaction cost and your process will become very smooth. Emerging areas are e-commerce के ऊपर ज़्यादा फोकस किया गया है, डिस्ट्रिक्ट वाइज एक्सपोर्ट्स के ऊपर फोकस किया गया है एंड स्कोमेट पॉलिसी हैज़ बीन also given more clarity. So now let's talk about incentives to remission roadmap scheme. No doubt you will have a separate video of export incentives. In that video, I will talk about what is roadmap scheme all about. So in brief, if we understand, roadmap scheme is nothing but indirect taxes which exporters are paying for doing manufacturing of goods. उसको subsidize करने के लिए maybe to remit those duties, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने वो सेम स्कीम कंटिन्यू की हुई है विच वॉज ऑलरेडी देयर इन 2015-20. Next is continuation of a duty exemption scheme like advance authorization and duty-free import authorization. These two schemes are still in existence and EPCG. You will have a separate video on EPCG scheme in which I have explained it entire EPCG scheme through one example. Digitalization के ऊपर ज़्यादा focus किया गया है. So export promotion scheme process for managing all these incentives can be totally paperless and it will be online. The process has reduced the processing duration as well. You can have advance authorization within 3 to 7 days earlier. Currently you need 3 to 7 days to have a process of advance authorization, but automatic route ke through within a 1 day you will avail advance authorization, EPCG, revalidation and all this obligation extension can also be done within a day only. So this type of initiative will support exporters to make the process very easy. So process re-engineering has undertaken to streamline automating process like standardization of composition fees for extension of advance authorization. Now this is very interesting thing government has done. Earlier star category exporters were having a limitation of one if you are a one star holder then your approximately average annual export turnover needs to be 3 million US dollar. And if you are a 2-star category of exporter, earlier the limit was 25 US billion dollar, but now it has reduced to 15 US billion dollar. Same is applicable for 3-star, 4-star and 5-star category of exporters. So because of this new limitations or bar has been revised for star category of exporters, more exporters will get benefit of star status holder and their custom clearance and all those process will become very smooth. So yes, 2-star holder and above exporters will get more benefits. So the limit has been decreased. So more exporters will come under the star category of exporters. Now let's talk about export promotion initiative, internationalization of trade in rupees. So yes, yet there are no final confirmation of process has been introduced, but there are some countries, approximately 18 countries are ready to do trade with India in INR. So methodology and process will come very soon, but yet we don't have any entire process and detail of the process which will follow for rupee trade transaction. So that is the another initiative government is taking so that our requirement of dollar will decrease and we can do trade in INR itself. Merchanting trade reform. This is again government has a focus कि like दुबई एंड सिंगापुर इंडिया भी एक ऐसा प्लेस बने जिसमें मर्चेंटाइज ट्रेड बहुत आसानी से हो सके. यू माइट हैव हर्ड देयर आर लॉट ऑफ एक्सपोर्टर्स जो इंडिया से दुबई एक्सपोर्ट करते हैं फिर दुबई से अफ्रीका एक्सपोर्ट करते हैं. द सेम केस कैन ऑल्सो भी हैपन फॉर इंडिया. उसके लिए टू बूस्ट मर्चेंटाइज एक्टिविटी फ्रॉम इंडिया, goods do not touch Indian border and the merchant buyer from one country to the supplying country will remain the same. So ये सेम प्रोसीजर इंडिया में भी होने वाली है. मर्चेंटिंग ट्रेड रिफॉर्म के लिए गवर्नमेंट ने न्यू फॉरेन ट्रेड पॉलिसी में काफ़ी फोकस किया है. Now, when I talk to you about all about one district, one product, there are four more towns has been added in this one district, one product, in which town of export excellence के अंदर फरीदाबाद, मुरादाबाद, मिर्ज़ाबाद एंड वाराणसी, ये तीनों प्लेसेस की 4 कैटेगरी अपैरल, हैंडीक्राफ्ट, हैंडमेड, कारपेट एंड दरी एंड हैंडलूम प्रोडक्ट्स को ज़्यादा एक्सपोर्ट करने के लिए रिकॉग्निशन दिया गया है. मार्केट एक्सेस इनिशिएटिव स्कीम के अंदर भी टाउन एक्सपोर्ट एक्सीलेंस के अंदर एक्सपोर्टर्स को काफ़ी सब्सिडीज़ प्रोवाइड किए जाएंगे एंड कॉमन सर्विस प्रोवाइडर फैसिलिटीज़ जिसमें EPCG स्कीम्स का भी बेनिफिट्स दिया जाएगा टू ऑल दिस न्यू 4 टाउन्स. तो अल्टीमेटली गवर्नमेंट का फोकस ये है कि रूरल एरिया और मे बी टाउन्स में से पीपल शुड नॉट शिफ्ट टू अर्बन एरिया. They will get job opportunity in their own towns or maybe in their own villages, and then they will do exports directly from their own town. And all these products, handicraft, handmade products, has huge importance and value in abroad. So this type of initiative will increase employment opportunity in rural area and will also increase India's foreign currency earning. तो मैन्युफैक्चरिंग बिजनेस को बढ़ावा देने के लिए भी गवर्नमेंट ने टेक्सटाइल पार्क्स इनिशिएट किया हुआ है. टेक्सटाइल पार्क्स में EPCG स्कीम के बेनिफिट्स आसानी से ले सकते हैं. So I hope you might have seen some videos, farm to foreign, so in which government has initiative that directly from farms cotton will be procured at one place, then that cotton will be converted into fabric, then those fabric will be converted into fashion goods, and those fashion goods or maybe apparel will be exported in foreign land. So farm to foreign की इनिशिएटिव के अंदर ये टेक्सटाइल पार्क्स को काफ़ी सारा बढ़ावा दिया जाता है. डेयरी इंडस्ट्री की टेक्नोलॉजी अपग्रेडेशन के लिए भी एक्सपोर्ट ऑब्लिगेशन का जो ड्यूरेशन था उसमें भी they have tried to exempt the dairy exporters. Battery vehicle exporters, yes, we all know EV has been the future, and to promote EV vehicles, government has will now be any technology or green technology products will now be eligible to reduce export obligation requirement under EPCG scheme. Special or advance authorization has been given to apparel and clothing exporters. Status order exporters have been given self-ratification scheme and fixation of input-output norms. Yes, to support agriculture business, fruits and vegetable exporters are being included for double weightage advantage, counting export performance under eligibility criteria of status order exporters, and realization and simplification of the process of payment under export obligation has been extended. So e-commerce is a new initiative, or maybe you can say the new pace in which India has a huge scope to grow the business. So to facilitate e-commerce business, earlier a value limit for export through courier service was only 5 lakhs, but now the limit has been increased. So per consignment, the value could be 10 lakhs as well. It is again necessary to enable of a IT system in Department of Commerce and Post and CBIC to be completed within a 6 month. And to streamline e-commerce business, there are specific guidelines are being given, and special outreach and training executives for small e-commerce exporters. So government will also plan to provide some special training through government organization to e-commerce exporters, so that they have more clarity about increasing their business through e-commerce platform. So yes, district export has been given more priority. So through district exporter identification, they will try to identify new products and services district wise, and they will be given more promotion. They will also do proper monitoring and implementation of district export promotion hubs, and export promotion outreach has been given to various districts. Nodal DGFT regional authorities and their jurisdiction to implement the initiative, and they will do collaboration with the stakeholders. So again, small district will be given more boost to increase their sales. Now this is very interesting SCOMET policy, which is a special chemical organism material equipment and technology scheme, under which government has clear-cutly under which government has clearly defined policy of a SCOMET. Earlier, this SCOMET policy was not that much clear. But if you are falling under this category of a products to be exported, they have given clear information that you can do exports with proper certifications and with proper license. So, SCOMET policy is emphasizing on India's exports control in line with the international commitment under the various export control regime. So there might be possibility under common policy, some drugs which you are exporting, those drugs are also being used in defense equipment. So you need a special permission from state government or maybe from central government to do export of those category of product, and you will make sure that those category of export products you are exporting not for the purpose of defense, but it will be used for the purpose of a regular business. So government to liberalize or maybe to support exporters, government has also launched amnesty scheme. So they try to forgive some of the export obligation under EPCG and advance authorization. So maybe they have given certain duration and limitations. They will not charge some interest if you are unable to receive those export obligation. We all know during the time of COVID, some exporters were unable to achieve their export obligation when they had already taken some capital goods in their factories from abroad and they were unable to reach to their export obligation. So एमएनएस स्कीम के अंदर गवर्नमेंट का ये फोकस रहेगा कि देयर विल बी नो इंटरेस्ट पेएबल ऑन पोर्शन ऑफ एडिशनल कस्टम्स ड्यूटी एंड स्पेशल additional customs duty. So yes, some exporters will be given exemption from this type of interest and penalty. So yes, we all are hoping with the help of this new foreign trade policy, because it is a dynamic policy, government can do changes in this FTP anytime, whenever they feel so. It is a policy in which we have a focus to do trade in INR, which is if this process will happen, it will be fantastic for Indian economy. Our dependency on dollar and foreign currency will increase. It will be wider engagement with states and district to promote exports from a grassroots level. Export through e-commerce has been given a boost and it has become very easy. So any small manufacturers or MSMEs can also start exports through e-commerce, and sector specific target specific schemes will support industries like textiles and chemical industries, and restructuring of department can also be future ready business. So here we are ending our video foreign trade policy, through which we try to understand India's future. FTP 23 has a lot of opportunities and scope for India's exporters and importers. They try to make the FTP very simple so that our policies are WTO compliant and we will be able to do more trade in future.
For detailed learning of all logistics subjects, visit www.logiveda.com.